Okay, so it was my birthday recently, and you know how for your birthday you get like little free treats from different companies. So I'm Googling, where can I get little treats? Wingstop comes up, 5 free wings. I'm like, okay, yummy, sounds good. I make an account, and after I make an account, this pops up. Build your perfect 3-way. Imagine being a high schooler and you just open Wingstop and then, or like just the young minds of today. You open Wingstop to get food and it's like, hey, have a threesome. It's totally normal, totally good for you. Like, why? This cannot be normal. This cannot be normal behavior from companies. The audacity to say your perfect 3-way is calling, bring a +1. You know, I've been seeing stuff about Frida Baby, which I had not heard about before. But Frida Baby using very sexy, suggestive marketing for baby products, like disgusting marketing for baby products. I'll tag the creator below who privy me to this. But this just brings up the conversation of like, we don't have to accept this as like, yeah, totally cool. Because where does that stop? Yeah, today you're talking about a threesome. What about tomorrow? What about in a year? What about in 10 years? How normal is it for us to just see sex everywhere, for it to just be thrown around? That is not what sex is. It is not a commodity. Sex is not meaningless. Sex is not to just be shoved in children's faces and normalized. It's mass grooming. Literally, it's mass grooming. Because there's a fundamental truth in the correlation between thinking sex is just for fun, sex is just something you go do whenever you want, you have sex with anybody, you use people for sex, sex is fantasy, you manipulate for sex. Like, there's a correlation between that and insecurity and shame and disconnection and anger. And a lack of respect for yourself, for other people, for life, for the fact that we're here, the fact that God has gifted us a life. And I am sorry to the younger versions of me that thought that that was normal, because I am unlearning shame. And none of this is to shame anybody, genuinely, because we're human beings. We're going to do things that we maybe don't feel good about later. We're going to learn. We definitely are. And God knows that. God loves us for that. Doesn't mean we need to then put young minds, put children through that. It is our duty to protect them, to look out for them, to understand, hey, this isn't healthy. And like, yeah, I'm not gonna be buying from Wingstop, and I was looking forward to those wings. Like, it's like, okay, who cares about the wings, you know, like when it comes to this type of situation. But it's like genuinely making that decision of like, I'm gonna hold myself to not getting Wingstop wings then. Because, like, fuck that. Excuse my language. I don't like that. That's not okay. I'm not gonna just, like, support that with my money. Support that with my time and energy. Normalize that for myself. Normalize that for my family. No. And for so long, it's been so normalized to objectify not just women, but literally anybody. Anybody for use. Anybody for... When I say anybody, when I say anybody, I mean like physical body, and I also mean anybody, like, to genuinely just experience pleasure from them. Even in this situation from food, it's like, do I really feel good about that? No. I don't feel good about that, because it comes with me supporting just a complete lack of respect. And also, it's like, are you trying? This is the question where it's like, are you trying to harm people? Because we've seen, as things have come out, there are definitely people trying to harm people, trying to sexually groom people, trying to form society in ways that benefit evil. And it may look surface in a moment. It may just seem like, oh, a little funny joke for the adults. No. No. There's so many things that are funny. Like, there's literally so many jokes I could be making that have nothing to do with sex. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with making a sex joke. I'm just saying, do I need to see that when I order Wingstop? No. Does that need to be, like, do my kids need to be seeing that? No. And also, like, there's a time and a place. Like, there's a time and a place for all that. It's sacred. So, with all that said, once again, no shame. Literally no shame. And I'm learning no shame to myself. Like, it's so funny, you could think you're not shaming yourself, but shame runs deep. And, like, this just isn't healthy. This is not healthy.